artificial intelligence from OpenAI, have as of now taken over which work market? What modern fake insights that is currently within the works is almost to destroy another advertise Indeed faster, and finally, what it implies for us when large parts of the work showcase are completely dominated by AI, what text generation AI is doing. Every month over 70 million posts are published on WordPress, which is without a question the foremost well-known content management framework on the internet. Assuming a normal article is 800 words long, a figure on my side but not as well long or brief, individuals are churning out around 56 billion words each month, or 1.8 billion words per day on WordPress. If our normal word tally suspicion is correct, GPT-3 produces more than double the day-by-day word number of WordPress articles. Indeed, in the event that you increment the normal to 2,000 words each piece, which appears excessive, to me the two are roughly comparable now. Not each word delivered by GPT-3 is a word worth perusing, and it does not always make web journal entries. In any occasion, GPT-3's yield shows up to foretell a future surge of algorithmic material, in spite of the reality that it is just 9 months ancient. So how are all of those terms being utilized? Designers are creating an assortment of apps based on GPT-3. Fair is the early wave of activity promised for case reasonable, recognizes patterns in customer input, overviews surveys and help work area issues for illustration, and delivers brief outlines for businesses looking to upgrade their services. GPT-3 produced discussion is being used by Tail Studio to bring virtual characters and intelligently stories to life. GPT-3 is additionally utilized by Algolia to provide and progressed look tools. Developers utilize provoke programming instead of coding by supplying GPT-3 with a number of tests of the sort of output they need to form. More experienced clients can fine-tune the algorithm by giving it with information sets of cases or indeed human feedback. GPT-3 and other related calculations may speed the utilize of machine learning in natural dialect preparing. In this regard, while already working with machine learning calculations required a steep learning bend, OpenAI claims that many in the GPT-3 advancement community had no ability in our programming. It's almost this modern interface for dealing with computers. Greg Brockman, OpenAI's Chief Innovation Officer and co-founder, told Nature prior this month in an article, OpenAI isn't open at all. OpenAI authorized GPT-3 to Microsoft, who spent $1 billion in OpenAI in exchange for comparative understandings, but has not freely unveiled the code. According to the trade offering, its machine learning arrangements makes a difference support their bigger objective. Furthermore, they claim to be able to manage how the innovation is utilized by severely constraining get to it by means of an API. One source of concern for case is that effective common language algorithms such as GPT-3 might amplify online deceptions. Another issue is that large-scale algorithms have inclination built in, and it requires a part of exertion and attention to diminish its impacts. The GPT-3 show is completely as well. Much OpenAI CEO Sam Altman tweeted at the height of the primary hysteria, "It's surprising, however, it has severe flaws, and once in a while makes pretty stupid blunders. Profound learning calculations are devoid of common sense and contextual mindfulness, so, given the right trigger, GPT-3 easily parroted the online offensiveness that was part of its preparing information set." To address these concerns, OpenAI verifies engineers and apps before they've moreover built up rules for developers are creating devices to detect and moderate preference and demand that frameworks and people be input to monitor applications for hurtful conduct. It has to be seen in the event that these precautions will be adequate within the non-attendance of access to GPT-3 scales. Analysts would cherish to imbue algorithms with common sense, get a handle on of cause and impact and ethical judgment. Today they viably have a mouth without a brain. As long as these characteristics are out of reach, researchers and GPT-3's human handlers will need to work difficult to ensure that The points of interest adjust the hazards. The walled cultivate strategy may not sit well with everybody. Final week, a Luther A group attempting to make an open source counterpart to GPT-3 divulged their latest demonstrate GPT-Neo. The activity bases its calculations on OpenAI's distributions on GPT-3 and trains them on disseminated computing resources given by cloud computing companies CenterWeave and Google. They've too developed the HeapA, rigorously chosen preparing data collection. Agreeing to a Luther co-founder Connor Leahy, the activity has gone to considerable torments over the months to select this information collection. Make beyond any doubt it was both appropriately sifted and diversified and uncover its inadequacies and biases. According to Wired, GPT execution Neos does not, however, coordinate that of GPT-3, but it is comparable to GPT-3's least sophisticated version. In the cruel, whereas more open source initiatives are within the pipeline. The picture AI clip. OpenAI has built a notoriety for producing cutting-edge models that can be quickly commercialized through private beta discharges through in-house APIs. Following the colossal victory of last year's GPT-3 discharge, the Microsoft partnered Trada's unveiled ClipA neural arrange that can effectively learn visual thoughts from normal language supervision. All that's required is to allow the names of the visual categories to be recognized, comparable to GPT-2 and GPT-3's zero-shot capabilities. At that point, apply the clip show to any visual classification benchmark. Both the clip and DAL-E OpenAI models are the result of the milliliters community's unwavering endeavors to combine the benefits of vision and dialect models. Ilya Sutskever, co-founder of OpenAI, has also emphasized their noteworthiness in the future with clip. The commerce endeavor to answer one of the community's most urgent questions: are these benchmarks busting expensive information eating models limited to expansive labs? Smaller organizations and independent researchers would like to urge these models test and create their own ideas, in spite of the fact that the private beta discharge and APIs address this issue to a few degrees. There are still talks around it. Traditionally, vision models have been trained on physically labeled information sets, which are expensive to form and, as it were, give supervision for a little number of specified visual ideas. According to OpenAI, the prevalent PictureNet dataset, for example, took over 25,000 employees to explain 14 million photos. Clip, on the other hand, illustrated that it can learn from content image combinations that are as of now freely available on the internet. In this approach, utilizing the clip model diminished the necessity for costly, huge information sets. Though preparing models like Loath takes only a few minutes, the computational complexity and colossal capacity needs make it troublesome to send them in real time. Presently, a pic collage group has made an even more compact adaptation of clip. The picture-altering app company recently claimed to have made a lighter version of OpenAI's acclaimed clip model that can indeed work on EOS. To do this, the researchers utilized model distillation to shrivel the measure of the clip show, yielding empowering results. Given the volume of the information set and computation required, it felt like a difficult endeavor, the researchers stated in their web journal post. It could be a bit of a jump to suppose that models like clip, which has been trained by a well-funded organization with significant assets, can be outperformed. The previously mentioned changes, such as model distillation, show up to be idealistic for the machine learning community as a whole. Final, is AI taking over each job? It's in our nature as people to make errors. Computers, on the other hand, are immune to human errors. They are given a set of informational and must carry them out precisely as written in the code. This is particularly basic for tasks like information passage, where a typo can cause havoc. I will nearly certainly supplant tasks that require replicating, pasting, transcribing, and typing. At the exceptionally slightest, a modern AI co-worker may be there to twofold check your job. Lack of rest, mental stress, boredom from rehashed exercises, and even storage are all issues that are uniquely human when differentiated to robots. Staying up all night, for illustration, has an Effect on your work execution the next day. Concurring to sleepfoundation.org, a need of rest can lead to a misfortune of attention, slower reaction times, irritation, and mistakes. Computers, on the other hand, never need to rest unless the power goes off. Their working capability remains constant, so also doing the same activity and doing the same thing each day becomes monotonous for a human. That's why machines were made. Mining, manufacturing, labor, and machine assembly are all occupations that put individuals in danger. There will continuously be conditions and scenarios where people might be gravely harmed or murdered, whether it's due to harmful gases, falling things, or excessive temperatures at work. Artificial insights may be utilized in fabricating to not fair make processes more productive, but to keep human representatives safe. Product creation, coordinations, optimization, predictive upkeep, and of course, robots are all cases of how AI and machine learning may be utilized in manufacturing. Last words. The future may be terrifying, especially when seen through the crystal of science fiction dystopias in which machines govern the world. The genuine future we confront is distant, more peaceful. A few occupations will be eliminated by mechanization, but as it were to make room for unused ones within the future. So what is your conclusion on artificial intelligence as being able to do more and more work that, as it were, people were previously able to do? Is it reaching to adhere to tedious tasks, such as picture acknowledgement and specific programming, or do you think that even creative work will before long get outmatched by manufactured intelligence?